EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Childress. And that's complete to Adams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on second down. Childress completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Looking to throw. Childress. He finds his man. Complete. It's McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They run on second down with Adams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. Childress. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Childress. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They run it with James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Childress. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lance. He will find his man Chase complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the handoff, Adams here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Childress. This one caught by Kittle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Childress. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Childress. And this is caught at the 8. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a second down and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On play action, Lance. Forced out to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Lance. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're...
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Thomas, 95 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Working from the gun, Lance. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Lance looks to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off-play action. Childress. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. To throw. Childress. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
First down. It's Adams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, here's Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 1st and 10. Childress, he sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now they try the right side here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after here coming up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Breaks through the contact. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Bang, 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 bang. Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run again with Adams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Third down, they go with Adams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.